Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running.
For me, Peter, Steven Gerrard's game is all about courage. It's a word he himself uses a lot. He's always urging everyone...
Goes for a shot! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Can he get on the end of this? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Dembele! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Dembele is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Terrific effort! That's a fair try, but just off target. Tries to pass it through. Looking for options for movement. Pings it across. Shot, surely! Oh, good finish! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Liverpool are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Passes short and sharp. Liverpool have their opponents right where they want them, and we've barely begun. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And he shoots! And he should have made them pay.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Alexander-Arnold. Robertson. Well, played right into his path. Beckenbauer attempts a clearance. Here comes another cross. And that's the keeper's ball.
Liverpool clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
And no, that was never going to make it. Threads one in. Lee Kang-in. Van Dijk cuts it out. Bellingham going after that. Dembele. Great vision. Dembele picks it up out wide. Defending of the desperate variety. Played it again. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Van Basten. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Gerrard. He's found the way through. He's free. He has got space. Mbappe. And it's Robertson. And he whips it across. That has been cut short.
This is the time you need that pace.
Lee Kang-in. Bellingham. Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Has crossed into the middle, and he's cleared it out of harm's way. Alexander-Arnold has it out wide and in space.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Keeper's dealt with that. Rijkaard. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Bellingham. Could move up a gear here. Liverpool looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Beckenbauer. No, he's not getting past him there. Wriggles his way through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Azar. Gerrard. That's a smartly directed ball, and he's picked it up out wide. And here's Gerrard for Drogba. He's a sharp little ball here. Gerrard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Mbappe, and that interception was... And that signals the end of the first period. How would you review the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Liverpool firmly in control at the break, 2-0 the scoreline. Away we go again. And it's Gerrard. He's in plenty of space here. Towering header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
He simply mistimed the header, and it was as if he knew it wasn't going to work out.
Chooses to go cross-field. Robertson makes the interception. Nicked it back promptly. Van Dijk. That has not gone well. Searching pass he's played there. There's the shot! And yes, it's there! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Just one in it now.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Played into space. Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. Now that's well seen too. Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Lee. Great chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And claimed it back swiftly. David Villa shapes to shoot! And that's a tidy finish. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And he's there to retrieve it. And there's green grass ahead of him. And it's claimed by the keeper. Now it's Mbappe.
You can never be short of runners into space. As
Chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Liverpool certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Changement pour le Sénégal. Le numéro 7.
Senegal choosing to make the first change.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Alexander-Arnold going forward. Yaya Toure tries to play it through. Can he finish? And that's in. And they've got their lead back. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Can he finish? It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Liverpool go up by 2 and are looking good.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And here's Berbatov. No way through. And he cuts out the supply. Bellingham. And the shot! It's fallen kindly here. Relentless! Just relentless! And they are disappearing out of sight. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
and things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Zanetti. Now it's Berbatov. He's having a pop! No, not quite.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Just eases him off the ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That pass has been well intercepted. Rijkaard knocks it into... And the shot! Oh, extraordinary. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Now that looks a decent ball. And Yaya Toure! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now, can they get him away? Crosses it in. Header! Read the delivery beautifully, but got the finish all wrong. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Well timed, excellent interception. That's rather hopeful. And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Yamal. And that's it. Liverpool can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Darwin picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty.
Great chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Botafogo really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Fernandes. Rijkaard. Oh, that's been intercepted. Bellingham. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Yaya Toure. Stones. Now Mbappe. Rice. Fernandes. Oh, good spread. Plays a sharp little ball here. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And it's Robertson. Robertson. Oh, good effort! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. And the counter is on. Mbappe. Rice. And it's Neymar. And here's Lewandowski. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Botafogo have a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former.
Neymar! And that has left him in a heap. Played out wide. And it's Stones. Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Now it's Mbappe. Over to the right flank. Passes short and sharp. Passes coming off in quick succession here. It's Lewandowski! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
OK, credit him for his willingness to run at people, but you really shouldn't be afforded so much space down the middle of the pitch.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Mbappe. Robertson has it out wide and in space. Robertson, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Robertson. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Not the most accurate pass. He's in plenty of space here. And now they can clear their lines. It's gone out for a throw-in. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Thinks about the shot. Referee has just said play on. Nicely spread. And he's forced to go back.
Botafogo have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Tries to play it through. That's a nicely shaped ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's let fly. Fernandez. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as...
He's having a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Drogba is offering a wry smile there.
Liverpool with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a good foot in there. And reclaimed it in a trice. Looking to play him in. He's found space here. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Added time.
Tries to pass it. And the finish! Goal! Botafogo! And on the stroke of half-time, a priceless goal. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done. That's it, 45 minutes up. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Liverpool unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So let's get the ball rolling.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Drogba! That's a sharp finish. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. Dembele clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Mbappe. Drogba. Oh, that was vital.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Botafogo can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Aimed beyond the defence. Drogba showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Spread out to the left. Liverpool do have a chance to counter here. Rice. Botafogo appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Can he finish? Oh, Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Fernandez. Rice. And it's Serginho. And here's Lewandowski. And he is dashing away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Fernandez. Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, now he can run away with it. Mbappe. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rijkaard. Mbappe. Yaya Toure. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, he's bustling through here. That is ended up in no man's land. Rice. Mbappe. Can he get it through? Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous.
Botafogo clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Knocks it into space. Picked out brilliantly. Delivery from him. Lewandowski! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Lewandowski has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Ambitious ball here. Spread neatly. Robertson providing towering header.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Neymar. Neymar charging forward, the ball at his feet. Nicely aimed pass. And it's Robertson. He's in a great position. Chance! And how did he not put that away? Corner number 2 then. Drogba! No, not the best of headers. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Mbappe finding himself in space.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That's an imaginative pass. Rice. Fernandez. Rice.
There will be 1 minute.
So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. He is through here. And this is and a chance! It's a loose ball. And he should have made them pay.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
All hands on deck for this one. That's the keeper's ball. And that is the last of the action. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding...
Ibrahimovic!
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Mbappe! Great vision. And this is Nedved. And it's Dembele. And the pass is intercepted. Driving on and making good progress.
Pretty robust defending.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's the keeper's ball. Now there's a fine... And Yaya Toure! He scored! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Dembele. Drogba showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Saviola receives it in a wide position. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Toure did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Opts to play it back. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's had a shot! And that's a good finish. They are purring, truly purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Number 20.
Liverpool are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Bellingham is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And this is Saviola. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's picked his way through, and he shoots! It's off target and by quite a way.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Vieira. Pressing high and with purpose. Azar. Silvestre. Now that looks a decent ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And it's Yaya Toure. Mbappe has the space to scheme. Nedved. That pass has been well intercepted. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Pedri going face to face with his great rival. Goes for the shot!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And he's got the beating of his man. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's being urged to shoot. And he was alert to it. And this is Yaya Toure. Rodri. Look at the space here. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Looks across and plays it in. And it's claimed by the keeper. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. It's a pretty loose pass. And that has put paid to that. That ball looks a good one. And that could set him on his way. Oh no, he's got that wrong. And they can counter here. And he's intervened well there.
1 minute added time.
Knocks it into space. Big chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? So, temporary halt to the action. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Liverpool clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Liverpool looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break.
Substitutions taking place.
So right back into the action. Tries to play it through. Not the most accurate pass. Dembele is herring after that one. Dembele. No, it's come to nothing. Dembele is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Out towards the flank. Liverpool can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Looking early. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Saviola. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Hazard. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Dembele gets into a good position. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Nedved. Liverpool in a very solid position, 2 to the good. Nedved. Almost an hour gone. Looking to play him in. Great ball if he can get there. Drogba! Loose ball now. Oh, he's Dembele! And he's following up. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Substitution in progress.
Newcastle have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. A case now of complete control. And here's Hazard.
Hazard really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's Drogba! And that tested the keeper.
Liverpool certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Drogba! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Zanetti. And he's let fly. Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper.
Nedved clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Yaya Toure, he's shifting through the gear. Impressive jump. Well taken goal. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. Simple, certain, effective. He just did it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Liverpool are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Drogba is onto it in a flash.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Pinches it off him. Defending was strong and firm. Mbappe! Zanetti plays it all the way forward.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Didier Drogba. Number 15.
Can he get on the end of this? Yamal providing an outlet on that flank.
Coming on the field.
It's out for a goal kick.
Darwin Núñez. Number 6, Yamal. Number 14, Rashford.
Into the last 5 minutes. And it's Nedved. And no, he's seen through all of that. Yamal. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. And it's Gullit.
3 minutes added time.
Nedved. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hoisted in, he leaps for it! High and ultimately harmless. Can he get it through? Hazard. He is through here! And that will be it. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. How would you sum up
Hello
what we've
everybody,
witnessed,
and
Jim?
this is a quick
Liverpool
reminder to let
definitely
you know
impressing
that
me
you'll be
here,
able to catch
especially
today's
the way
match.
that it...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Goes for goal!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Ronaldinho! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Mbappe. Robertson. And here's Drogba.
Drogba really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very close.
Takes a shot! He's scored! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
After 10 minutes is number 8, Bellingham. Bellingham.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Roma clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll...
Chance, surely! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And it's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Drogba! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. Still pretty early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Nicely weighted ball. Bellingham! Bellingham! Pass somewhat off target. And here's Mbappe. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking. Alexander-Arnold considers his options. Owen. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Drogba. Bellingham, and the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
That looks a good ball through. Raul. He's found a way through. Plays it in low. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Drogba. And he plays one through. It's Drogba! Relentless! Just relentless! It's all becoming so easy. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
A case now of complete control. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, great leap! Oh, brilliant save. Raul. It's a pretty loose pass. Robertson. Can he get on the end of this? He's got away. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Stojkovic. Raul. Now it's Raul. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Roma clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Liverpool heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. No way through, so... Yaya Toure! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Yaya Toure. He conducted a central piece to his team's attack. And this is Van Nistelrooy. And this is Raul. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Big chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Hangs in a cross. Keeper's dealt with that. Dembele.
There will be 3
Strong
minutes
challenge.
time.
That could leave a mark. And that's going to be a booking. That pass isn't the best. And here's Drogba. Stojkovic. Oh, that's well done, really robust. He has kept it out. What great reactions. Yaya Toure. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Liverpool are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable. So right back into the action. He won't be happy with that one. Looking for the run.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's Stojkovic. And this is Ronaldinho. Looking for options for movement. Owen finds himself offside. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. That's rather hopeful. He's put it wide.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Zé Roberto with a definite foul there. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, they are now a 9-man team. And he's quick to return it. A heavy challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, well played, well played. And the finish! That has not gone well. Can he get it through? So no flag here. Tries a shot! It's loose. And Yaya Toure! And that's past the post.
Yaya Toure really reacted very quickly there, but couldn't quite find the finish he needed.
That's destined for the flank. Owen. And that's another good win of the ball. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
He's shifting through the gears here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Bellingham! And yes, it's there! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
After 61 minutes is number 8, Bellingham. Bellingham.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Owen gets into a good position. Foot in. Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's made its way to him. Oh, just the keeper now. It's Dembele! And that's a tiny finish. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them. Well, that's really...
And the shot! And that's a sharp finish. And look at his joy. Is this not why we love the game?
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations. I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Oh, easy pickings there. Owen. Oh, that's fabulous. Van der Sar breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Threads one in. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's had a shot! And that's in! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Didier Drogba. Number 11, Mbappe.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Rashford. Number 6.
And it's Rijkaard.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Marquinhos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rashford. This looks promising.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better...
He leaps for it! And that's a good finish. How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting. Goes for the shot! And he's stuck it away. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.